right, so we see Sally and Adam. Sally is trying to tell Adam, listen, and I'm not going to hold you long. Listen, I want you. I love you. Because Adam woke up and Sally was in the room. I said, girl, what you doing? But she was just like, you came to the room that we shared, that we had our best moments at. And he said, don't read too much into this. But anyway, she tells him, I love you. I want you. Why you pretending like you don't want me back and all this? And he just tells her, I don't want you back. Leave me alone. I don't love you. And she tells him about her sisters and her grandmother in the past, how they held her down whenever things went bad. And he pretty much just told her, I mean, you should probably lean on them or whatever. And I don't want to be with you. So she told him, well, okay, well, before this gets too late, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and then you can decide if you want to still not be with me or whatever. But I'm resigning as CEO of Newman Media tomorrow morning, first thing. And he says, why would you do that? And she said, and she was like, it's my decision to make. And so then we see Adam call and say that, give me a first flight out of Genoa City tomorrow morning, and I want to go to Vegas. I said, what you gonna do in Vegas? What you finna do? And that was it, y'all. Then we see Nick, Victor, and Victoria. And Victor says, I ain't had nothing to do with this. And I said, yes, you did, Victor, but he's saying he didn't. So all I could do is take him for his word. But I don't believe it for a minute. But anyway, so he says, I had nothing to do with this. And Nick said, I'm going to stay here. And just I don't know why Nick is actually gonna stay there because I'm like you can't tamper with anything. The police gotta be there, and he said, but I'm gonna stay here until after the police get here and can clean up because Victoria doesn't need to come back to this. And so Victor said, I'm gonna take Victoria to the ranch. She said, I can have a bag packed in a minute. Oh, now you want a bag packed? You should have been had your bag packed and went to the ranch when Adam warned you that Ashton was crazy. But then we go to Victoria, Victor, and Nikki, and they fill Nikki in on everything that has went down. And Victoria, she stopped by the job to pick up files and stuff. I said, really, girl? Really? You been somebody almost murdered you tonight, like hands down. That man was about to murder you, girl. And you gonna go by your job to pick up files so you can work. Let's move on. So then Nick calls Victoria because he's still at her place and he sees Ashlyn's ring. Remember, Ashlyn had shown Victoria that ring that she got him for Valentine's Day. So he calls Victoria and she said no. Nick said, did he throw it or anything? She said no, it was in his pocket. And so he like, how did that get moved or whatever? So then Nikki and Victoria talk, and tells Nikki it's so disheartening that she picked the wrong man again. She thinks back to JT, but she said, but at least with JT, he had a brain tumor. She said, I drove Ashlyn to this whatever. And Nikki said, you could do not feel sympathy, empathy, or anything for that man. He made his choices. He lied to us. And, Victoria's feeling bad because she brought him in. So she was like, all this is going on is because of what I done. I was the one who brought him into the family, made y'all like him, made y'all accept him and everything. It's all my fault. Anyways, Michael go and he's snooping around with Chance because Chance is at Crimson Lights. Why is he at Crimson Lights? I don't know. Like, what you doing at Crimson? Well, shouldn't you be at the police station talking? It doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to roll with it because it's the soaps. So he here at Crimson Lights talking to, and Michael trying to get information. He said, let me guess, Victor put you up to this. And that's what Chance says. And Michael says, well, I would like to know. He says, you're no longer the DA or anything. And he says, but when information comes in, I will let Victor them know directly. So then Nick comes through and he says, what, Dad got you here looking for stuff? And he says, yeah, but, he's just concerned about Ashlyn. And Nick says, but Michael does ask Nick, how are you? He said, because like, what you did tonight, that was a lot. What you did, and what happened with Ashlyn was a lot to take in. And Nick was like, I'm cool or whatever. And so then Victor talks to Michael over the phone and he says Chance hasn't found anything. And Victor said, you don't have to stay around. Come on home. Come on home. No, he said, come to the office. So then we see Nick talks to Chance and Chance says, you know, I can't, I can't give you more about the investigation. But then they do find, while he's talking to Chance, because Nick, excuse me, Nick gives Chance the ring or whatever, because Nick really is not trying to hide anything. Like if he did this, he's like he'll accept the consequences of it all, which is what he told Victoria and them as well. But anyways, he's like, I'm not trying to hide anything. If I did this, it is what it is. So that's why he gave Chance the ring and told Chance, Ashley had it in his pockets. He don't know how it, just happened. He happened to find it or whatever. And so then we see that Chance gets a call and they're telling him that they found Ashley's car. And so Nick is just like, okay, it was at the bottom of a ravine or whatever. He was like, okay. And so that's it with that, y'all. Because Chance is not gonna give him any more information. So then Sally comes in and she sees Nick and she says, you having a bad night that you wish you could have a redo. And he was like, something like that. How do you know? And she said, because you look like hell. But she said, but the misery loves company. You want to have can I join you or whatever? Want some company? And he was like, sure. And I said, this is exactly what I was thinking was gonna happen. That some kind of way this was gonna push Sally and Nick together. I'm sorry, this is exactly what's gonna happen. Nick and Sally are gonna get together some kind of way. I know everybody thought it was gonna be Sharon, but I ever since Adam did this whole thing and Nick seemed a little sympathetic towards Sally, I said, this the new couple y'all trying to make, but we gonna see. So then we see Victor talks to Adam. Victor talks to Michael, and he says they found Ashlyn's car in the bottom of the ravine. He said the body. He was like, "Yep, the body was in there." I said, "I knew it. I knew Victor had something to do with this because this is Victor's mo. He was too cool, calm, and collected and everything. It's his mo. Period. Like he and Nick and Victoria, they all know. They just don't want to say that they know. Chance knows as well. But y'all, that was the Young and the Restless today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for a new episode. Have a great day. Bye.